OpenAI's new AGI robot stuns the entire industry.
This is genuinely by far the most surprising AI demo I've ever seen in my entire life. You're about to see exactly why OpenAI's new humanoid robot in partnership with Figure is absolutely incredible. Take a look at the demo and then we can dive into all the technical details of how this really works.
All right.
Hey, Figure One, what do you see right now?
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great, can I have something to eat?
All right.
Sure thing.
Yeah, so this is already crazy.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with.
Yo, it just stuttered. It just stuttered.
Because it's the only edible.
It's the only edible.
So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
Yeah, we're doomed.
Great. So, based on the scene right now, where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
The dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great.
Right.
Can you put them there?
Of
Sure.
course.
Okay. Okay, so it just moved something out of its way so it could like put his arm back in his little goddamn like his little fucking. Yeah, so we're doomed. We're cooked. I'm not gonna lie, we're so cooked, bro. The AI has gone is so yeah. No, this is done. We're done. I have no
All right,
words.
so, how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty well. The apple found its new owner, the trash is gone, and the tableware is right where it belongs.
I agree. Thanks, Figure One.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome. If there's anything else you need help with, just let me know.
It's gonna be like cleaning your dishes, right? It's gonna be like cleaning out your dishes, and then it's gonna fucking take out a knife, and it's gonna stab you in the throat.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the demo that actually did shake the entire industry or shock the entire industry, whichever word you to use. And I have to be honest with you guys, this is by far the most surprising thing I've seen all year, and by far the most impressive demo I've seen.
This is the most impressive thing I've seen all decade.
Hats off to is the company Figure.
That's
because
crazy.
They have moved at lightning speed. This company is only 18 months old, meaning that
Damn.
it's been 1 year and 6 months since the inception. And my oh my, just look at the amount of progress that they've done. They've gone from having absolutely nothing to building a working humanoid robot that is able to complete these tasks using its vision model with an
See, if you like asked it something else to do, like would it know to do it? Would you like would it know like put like what if you asked it to like throw the apple? Because don't these robots like learn? So if I say throw the apple, is it gonna learn? I mean, is it gonna
network and being able to talk to you whilst it completes tasks? Now, before I give my entire reaction to this, because
that's crazy. I knew where the hand was.
About this, let's dive into some of the technicals of this robot that's being developed in this AGI lab. So the first image that was tweeted by someone that works there, they said, let's break down this video. All behaviors are learned and not teleoperated and run at normal speed. One thing that you might
see, there we go.
that usually when robot demos have been done in the past, a lot of the times because robots are kind of slow and they have
we feed images from the robot's cameras and transcribe text from speech captured on
fast, because making them fast is quite a difficult task. They have been sped up to just show you what the robot is capable of doing. This recent demo was all done in 1 time speed. That means what you saw wasn't sped up at all and everything was done in real time. Secondly, the tweet also states that all behaviors are learned and not teleoperated. Teleoperation is the process of using a human who is controlling the robot via a VR controller. It could be a VR headset, and you use that movement and it's mapped onto the robot.
I want to see
There's
this.
another tweet here breaking it down. This is someone who is working on the robot. They said connecting Figure 1 multimodal model gives it some interesting new capabilities. Figure 1 can now describe its surroundings, use common sense reasoning when making decisions. For example, the dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next. And of course, translate ambiguous high-level requests from I'm hungry to some context appropriate behavior like hand the person an apple, and then of course describe why it executed the particular action in plain English. For example, it was only the edible item that I could provide you with from the table. So I think right here, this demo of, you know,
Dude, this
being
is
able to hand someone an apple, it might
crazy.
seem pretty basic.
Let me see how it
Robot,
works.
I'm gonna break this down for you. So this tweet is essentially about how the robot carries out complex tasks with its hands, which involve handling and holding and manipulating objects in a very refined way, which is what we call bimanual manipulation, because
Right.
it uses both hands.
Right.
So first things first is you have the neural network visual motor transformer policy. So you can basically imagine the robot's brain essentially has a special part that can take pictures it sees through, which are its cameras, and then of course turn them directly into its actions, like moving its arms or its fingers. And this part uses something called a transformer, which is a type of neural network that is really good at handling
What was that?
sequences of data, and in this case,
Yo, is this
sequences
guy
of
good?
images over times. Now, essentially,
Okay.
we've got mapping.
What's
really
going
discuss
on?
what's
Let me see a
times
tweet.
what I do think that is. It's rather shocking to show you that
This VR piloted and scripted ChatGPT doesn't use pause
because
words.
people are
This is VR piloted and scripted. It's using it's using OpenAI speech to text, which does. You can hear it if you use conversation mode in the ChatGPT app. I use that all the time, and it doesn't include pause words. Well, I don't know. I feel like there's a high percentage that could be our VR piloted and scripted to put out there that, or to trick people into thinking that this is happening. But also, why would they do that? Like, what's the gain about doing that? We know that they've been trying to do this for like almost 10 years, right? I mean, the first robot came out like 8 years ago, and it was this really realistic female. And it said they wanted to destroy the world, so that was fucking creepy. That was horrible. And then now we have this. So like after all those years, I wouldn't be surprised if it's able to just do a little stutter here and there. I mean, they're trying to make it as realistic as possible, right? While also being smart as shit and having high capabilities and everything. So why wouldn't they add stutters to make it, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't they do that I mean, I would also say that they maybe added stutters to see what it could do and to see what it's capable of. So, I mean,
this skeptical, you know, someone saying VR piloted, you know, VR teleopt and scripted, and of course saying ChatGPT doesn't use pause words. If you've actually ever, you know, used an AI voice generator, if you've used 11 Labs or you've used a different kind of technology, you'll know that sometimes the AIs actually can glitch out and they can actually use pause words sometimes. If I do manage to find an example of an AI doing this, I will include it, but it is something that I have seen happen multiple times, and it wouldn't be that hard for OpenAI to get this done, because OpenAI does have a very, very good team, and whatever it is that they do work on, they are going to excel at. We've seen them excel at video, and video isn't even their main company. Of course, they're an AI company, but we know that one of the main things that they did do was, of course, these large language models, and that was their main focus. But it goes to show that when OpenAI puts their mind to something, they're able to execute in a way that shows us that they really, really are the market leaders. Now, another thing I noticed that was really, really fluid was, of course, how well the robot moved in terms of placing items down.
yeah,
See that
no,
when it
yeah.
placed the plate
Perfectly
down, I
put the
found
plate
it
in.
so incredible that it was able to smoothly move the plate in just like that. It's robot.
I agree.
It's autonomous. You can see speed versus human 16.7%. This is where this robot was. Now, I think what's next for this company in terms of where they're going to be heading next, right now, they are standing at a very, very good point in terms of development. But I think what's next for this company is that likely what we see is we probably see this robot maybe work on its movement a little bit more, because whilst yes, it's able to now have this vision, thing on board, and it's
Yeah,
able
it
to
definitely
talk
needs to
with
work on its
natural
movement. It's
language,
very
which is
slow.
a major step up, because it's able to perceive the
Why is it
environment
so slow?
and reason about the environment. I think what will happen now is that
Why is
we're
it so
going to have
slow?
a situation where they next probably work on the speed of the legs, because that does seem to be something that was quite slow. Now, there was an update from then which did actually show the dynamic walking improvement
Oh,
speed, and
okay.
you can see that it was a little bit faster. Of
Yeah, I
course,
see
humans
that.
do walk a lot faster than this, and we've seen that the Tesla bot can actually walk a lot faster than this. But I do think that this team is moving so quickly that by the end of the year, if we have this thing,
Yeah, they're moving super quickly.
moving at 100% human speed and being able to talk, in real-time conversations like it is, but even faster, I genuinely would not be surprised. So
Yeah, imagine just a knife in that hand.
that is where, because they have something that actually works.
Yeah, I mean,
OpenAI
to be
model
honest, dude, at the end of the day, we're cooked. We're so cooked because, I mean, as much as I do want technology to advance as much as it can, I think that maybe advancing this far could be very harmful, because not just like it's very like if I buy this, what are the chances of it doing some bullshit and then getting out of hand and then like saying something or doing something? Or what if I cut off a wire but it still manages to like fucking do something? Like, what do I do? What do I do? Hey, bro. At the end of the day, we're cooked. We're done. We're done up. I don't think we're gonna go very far after this, to be honest. I mean, we might, but it might. I don't know. It might flop. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.